A live look at Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. The Knights ready to... And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tar Heels offense will get the football first. And here comes the junior running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
Second down, gonna throw it. Caught. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast. Understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
And it'll be down right there. So UCF's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And now for the first time in this one, Mekhi Danzy. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on third. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got that first down. This might be an opportunity to take a shot. Like David said, the defense might be expecting run here. Take a look at what their personnel is. If you got the matchup you like, don't be afraid to take a shot. Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll send the back in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Straight ahead, it's Simon. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. First play of this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
Second down, gonna throw it. Williams open on the right side. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down to the air. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Back's got it on the screen. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they... Out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Hand it to the back. Down he goes. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him, trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. North Carolina will call its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. First play of the period will be a second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. This quarterback part of their running game. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Finds his man on the RPO. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Drops back on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest, but there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Churns into the pile. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to pass on second down. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And defensively on third down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground, and that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the fourth down.
A designed run for the quarterback. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Offense gets set for second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Nearly intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Turns it upfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun, it's Simon. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Plows his way ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UCF!
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum.
Unloads it downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Fires immediately. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Ship. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it.
Lets it fly. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the UCF head coach at the half. The first half was okay, even though they've got a lead. He understands the ACC season opener, conference opener, they've got to be even better in the 3rd quarter. He said there's some things we can clean up, some positives we can build on, but their intensity has to remain strong here to start the second half.
All right, Holly. The pull and throw off the RPO. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Electrifying play. Man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He got that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Caught. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. RPO complete. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 9.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Defense might bring the house here. 2nd down, going to throw it. Look out! Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Josh gets rid of that one.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You can see why this running back is on the field on third down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
Got his man downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with the big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Second down, gonna throw it. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Quick give. It's Simon. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Out wide left, it's Wagner. He'll have enough to move. It's first down at the 38.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Extending the play. He's brought down. A flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Wagner. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
From the red zone, it's Simon. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Escapes the pressure going right. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down to the air. Unloads to the right. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. So first down will open up the final period. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. On the RPO, got him. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Let it go! The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing right. And they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. The run inside. It's Simon. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game when you're down. They've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Red Evan on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Got him on the RPO. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continue.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Hey, the mental
No.
team is showing early this season is real impressive, and going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0. They're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And the extra point was good. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, to call this an abject disaster for the offense would be an insult to abject disasters everywhere, Jesse.
And they're not going to enjoy watching this game film either. Just nothing's been working. They've had mental errors. They haven't been able to execute very well running or throwing it, David. Just nothing going their way in this one.
Nothing has gone right, and the worst thing is going to be watching the tape. You're right, Jesse. But even worse than that, practice this week is going to be miserable after putting up the donut on the scoreboard.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Danzy. Swamped immediately. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama.